capsule history of our progress teaches us anything, it is that man in his quest for knowledge and progress is determined and cannot be deterred.
The history of this ship is the history of our great nation. The name Kearsarge has been there through it all. You and everyone who has served aboard her are a part of that legacy, now and forever. We are proud, trustworthy, and bold, and I'm proud to sail with each and every one of you.
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Carasarga, Kearsarge's highest rated, well, only news program. I'm MC2 Michael Eduardo George, and if at any time you doubt the credibility of this program, just remember that I'm sitting at a large wooden desk. This program is a celebration of all that makes this crew unique and the ties that bind us all, past, present, and future crew members alike. We hope you enjoy this episode and all of those to follow, and if you don't, well, we have like 3 other channels. To kick off this episode, let's take a look back at all we've accomplished since the beginning of deployment in a segment we like to call Sum It Up. Do you stink at the end of the day? If so, it may mean that you have a dirty job, or it may mean that you simply don't shower and you need a private counseling. But let's hope it's the former. In a completely original idea, our own MC3 Caitlin Eads went in search of the dirtiest jobs on the ship and returned with this garbage.
Being an environmental, what it does for me, I get to kind of meet the crew, who I'm working with, who I'm on deployment with, instead of just my company and hanging around in the berthing. And I think the crew gets the exact same thing. and maybe I can learn something from them, and they learn something from me. My main job is processing food and paper. The reason why I think this job is important, it's all about sanitation. Like, it's important to get all this trash out of here. It's one less thing to worry about, and I think we just need to do something about it. Like, getting rid of the trash is just one step of just staying healthy, staying clean. Otherwise, we get vermin crawling around the ship, and if you get vermin, crew members get sick, and then we become combat ineffective. On my second day working in environmental, the freezer brought up a bunch of bags of rotten cottage cheese, and they put it on the tray. And when I pushed it in, the machine actually kind of shot it right up towards my mouth, and it got up under my mask, and I puked everywhere. My name is Lance Corporal Samir Zuberi, 0341 Mortarman Alpha Company, and I work in environmental.
Gross. And now a message you should definitely watch, more than once if possible.
Dude, 53 days out to sea. I can't wait to get on land. You're gonna be my Liberty buddy, right?
Yeah, man. That is, until I get so drunk I forget about you and stagger back to the ship alone.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. I'll just pass out in an alley and miss curfew.
Hey, is this the Great Alexander Hotel? It is, awesome. Okay, I was actually wondering if you guys had a one-person room that I could rent and possibly cram about 35 people into and just completely trash it. You do? Okay, awesome. And just a heads up, I'm probably gonna need a TV that I can throw out the window.
Hey, babe. Yeah, we just pulled in the port, and me and the guys are gonna go out drinking tonight. And I'm gonna cheat on you. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat on you.
All right. I need more questions before I let you go on Liberty.
Chief, I just want to let you know I'm going to be late for quarters tomorrow because I'm going to drink too much tequila and pass out on my vomit.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody else got anything to add? I'm gonna stab someone.
Ever wonder what goes on behind the scenes in personnel? What makes them tick? Me neither. But here's a look into the world behind the counter in a new segment called Personnel.
Hey, quick question.
Every freaking time somebody comes up to the window, they ask, quick question. It's never a quick question. Never.
Hey, quick question.
It's weird. Every single person that comes through personnel wants to open with, I have a quick question. So weird to me. Literally every single person.
Hey, quick question.
So for the past 2 years, I've been telling everyone on this ship that if you want the best service and personnel, you open up with a quick question. It's fun.
I got a quick question.
What's the issue?
Having some payment issues.
Did you bring your LES?
No.
Did you check my pay?
No.
Most of the information that they need help with accessing are things that they can access themselves. I mean, we're more than happy to help. But if you were to log into MyPay, InSips, you'd be able to pull the same answers.
What about your bank statement?
No.
Another one bites the dust.
Ladies and gentlemen, Airman Ethan Pendergrass.
It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try as I may, I could never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's some truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking out loud. But when you hold me near, you drown out the crowd. Oh, Mr. Webster could never define what's being said between your heart and mine. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all.
Our final segment requires at least a secret clearance to view, so if that's not you, please don some ear pro or change the channel. It appears that one of our esteemed and apparently overly qualified electronics technicians has discovered time travel and opened a portal to another time and place, one not so unfamiliar.
On January 29th, 2019, an electronics technician aboard the USS Kearsarge made a discovery that would make time travel possible and change the world forever. His historic leap landed in 1968 aboard the last ship to bear the name Kearsarge. After realizing the implications of such a discovery and to keep it out of the hands of those who would use it to do harm, an agreement was reached that would benefit them both. The rest is history.
How do you do? I'm Navy journalist AP Domestico, and this is Less Bow, More Stern. We owe today's episode, and some to follow, to the miracle of modern, and in this case, future science. It seems that a portal has been opened, one to a time that has not yet been, and a ship that has not yet been built. While hard to believe, no doubt, that is indeed the case. Sailors in the year, now get this, 2019, have happened upon time travel and paid us a visit. However, in the interest of keeping this accidental technological advancement out of the hands of our enemies, our mutual enemies at that, it has been agreed that our travel be limited to just our two ships, and that our interactions remain relegated to the program you're now watching. So, each episode will bring a new traveler from the USS Kearsarge LHD-3 51 years in the future to USS Kearsarge CVS-33. With us today, the Sailors of the Year for 2018. Electronics Technician, Second Class, Jenna Murray. Oh, excuse me, I'm ill-informed. Now, who are you?
Boatswain's Second Class, Dominic Mando.
Dominic Mando, Boatswain's Mate, Second Class type. Welcome to 1968.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So I understand we can't discuss specifics about the future events, as our knowledge of them may affect their outcome. But please tell our viewers, what is the future Navy like?
From a girl's perspective, which you're probably not used to because now they have women on ships.
I see.
You know, women get catered to because they complain a lot, and you know, everyone babies them and they can't lift boxes on their own. So it's really good to have a lot of men around to pick up our slack because we just really don't cut it.
And am I to understand that these ships stay afloat with women on board?
Some, yeah, we're still trying to figure that part out.
Fascinating. BM2?
Okay. No, you are in 1968. When it comes to the future, things are different. Now we get technology babies which think everything should be handed to them. Not here when you have to work for it, but they are expecting you to give it to them. So you have to deal with this problem and dealing with leadership too, because it's not going to be easy. Technology is all around. It's easy to find everything you want on Google. When you will be sitting here in 1968 waiting for your meals for 3 hours, for 3 years, 2 years, not showing up, you are at the battle, you don't get any care packages, here comes Amazon Prime. Here comes this. Easy for them to get it, so they think like the world is at the tip of their hands, which it is not, but we have to deal with it, so it's technology age.
I don't understand a word you just said. I've been told that the two of you were selected as first-time traveling guests because you were named Sailors of the Year. Am I mistaken, or did you tie for this title?
We tied.
You're both Sailors of the Year.
That's right.
In 2019, everyone gets a trophy.
Everyone gets a trophy.
I see, yes. Is it safe to assume that you were both named Sailor of the Year because they were afraid to tell Miss Murray here that she placed second?
I don't think so, because no matter what you do, you deserve recognition. And I can tell you, it's fantastic to have two Sailors of the Year tied together. One female, one male.
Now, are there two trophies, or do you share just one?
Well, the trophy is in the form of a parking spot, which we share.
I see. You share a parking spot.
We share it well. Split days.
Are you at all concerned that she might realize that if something terrible happens to both your tires, the parking spot would be all hers?
I don't think so, because she's a very good one and always cares and asks, hey, did you get your spot? Because at times you get there and somebody is parking there and you have to go find a person to move their car.
E.T. Murray, I've been told that you're in charge of both the 49 and 73 radars. Is that accurate?
It's accurate.
And is it also true that those are both secondary radars?
Secondary.
I see. I'm surprised you didn't tie for the responsibility of maintaining primary radars. VM2, I'm no linguist, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think I detected a slight accent. Where are you from? And I'm willing to wager it's not Texas.
Originally, I'm from Ghana in West Africa. I don't know if you have heard about it.
I have not, so I'm gonna move on to the next question.
Okay.
Now, both of you, please share with our viewers what you did to earn such a distinguished title.
I personally don't know. I was actually really shocked, and shocked that I was kept in the same company as BM2.
And you?
I don't know what I did. Do your job and somebody recognize you, that you are working. I'm not saying I'm better than all the second class on board, but...
I'm sorry, you're better than all the second classes on board?
I didn't say I'm better than all the second class on
well,
board.
Well, I think you're backpedaling now.
No, I think you need to pay attention and put your pipe down and let's talk, because your pipe and time traveling is messing with your understanding and stuff right now.
Traveled in time, you have, and this is my 1968, so I appreciate your concern for my health. But I've done quite well up until now, thank you. Technically, you haven't even been born yet, so again, I appreciate your concern.
So can I continue now?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So it's a live wire, this one.
Yeah. I'm not better than all the second class on board, but it seems like the upper chain recognized that here he's doing some job, he needs recognition, and people need to know that when you do your job, you are being watched. Well, so I got a question for you. So 1968, how do you recognize your best sailors?
Well, we don't have any good sailors in 1968, so we don't worry about that. We don't require many extrinsic motivators. Generally, bragging rights will do. We tend not to recognize our sailors.
So you are trying to tell me that my year group, because we have females, we are not motivated, or we...
No, I think it has little to do with the females and the fact that most of your men in 2019 are quite soft. And,
how do you define soft?
Well, not hard.
Not hard. Yes. How do you define not hard?
Moving on.
Okay.
Thank you, BM2. Is it fair to say that you are a tyrant in your work, Senna?
Depends on the day.
Well, your co-workers drew a number of parallels. Let's see, Pol Pot, Ivan the Terrible, and someone named Gaddafi.
I haven't heard that one yet. Yeah, I'll have to ask them about that one. They added that to the list recently.
Would you say that's a fair description of your...
That I'm tyrannous? Only when they steal my snacks. Yeah, I opened my bag of sour gummy worms and it was half gone, so definitely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sic semper tyrannis.
Sure.
You know who said that?
Sure don't.
I've heard there was an incident at Fleet Week in New York. You're returning to the ship in a Canadian Navy cover.
That's inaccurate. I was not wearing it.
You were not wearing it?
It was tucked under my arm.
Oh, you were carrying it?
Carrying
Oh,
it.
that makes it much better.
It does. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like behavior very becoming of the Sailor of the Year.
I wasn't the Sailor of the Year.
Oh,
so,
I see.
Yeah.
This is prior to your being named Sailor of the Year.
Right, 2 years prior.
Okay.
So, yeah, people change, you know.
BM2, I've heard you've recently taken up weightlifting. Tell me, what are you doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong for lifting weight?
Yes. Do either of you have anything you'd like to add?
No, those glasses came back in style.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll hang on to them. Good. Good. Glad to hear that.
I just don't appreciate it calling my generation soft, because we are not soft. We are new generation. So what I can tell you is that what you do now to get in trouble, not to get in trouble, when they do it, they will get in trouble because it's called discipline.
We don't wear shirts on the flight deck.
I know you don't have discipline in 1968, that's it. But we discipline our sailors, because it's not just a bunch of males, we get females too. So we train them how to fight, and we train them how to be disciplined too when they're out there and behave right. I don't know how you behave on your liberty, but Our guys know that they need to behave right and discipline themselves because they represent America. And if you are going to represent great nation, you have to know how to discipline yourself. So don't call it soft, it's called discipline.
You know, in 1968, there's really no problem that can't be solved with a good punch in the face. Anyway, thank you both for being here. I understand you've traveled great distance through space and time, and our viewers very much appreciate it. Congratulations on your both being named Sailor of the Year. You're obviously doing something right, and please continue to not kill each other. Oh, and good luck on being born and all. Join us again next time. This has been Less Bow, More Stern.
Welcome back to the future. Each episode will be sending 1 or 2 lucky sailors through the portal and into the hot seat. ORM chit and trip support required. Well, that just about does it for this episode. You can catch it again as it'll be on a nauseating loop until the next edition. Thanks for watching and for making the show possible. In omnibus panaculum, Kearsarge.
I'm gonna stab somebody.
This is TAO, emergency warning service, relevant bearing 000, range.
Why are you putting a banana near his face?
What are you doing? Get that banana out of my face.
Chief, I'm not gonna make it to quarter tomorrow. Put some sass into it.
I'm gonna cheer you on you.
I'm gonna do what?
Rice Krispies are around in 1968.
Well, I appreciate you letting me know I haven't encountered them.
Maybe they're tucked into your pipe.
You think I'm smoking Rice Krispies?
Stop, can you stop smiling behind the camera, man? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Airman, I see your shoulders moving, man. You're chuckling.
Action. Does that mean I stabbed? Yeah. Sorry. It's okay. Sorry. Here we go.
You have the easiest job, man.
Hey, jazz hands. Spear finger.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, no! Why? Hey!
You gonna say something?
No, are we say it now?
All right, we're almost there, boys.
I need you to be in our show real quick. 1, 2. I need a set of curtains.